Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for November 6th. In 1528, Alvaro Núñez Cabeza de Vaca and other survivors from Panfilo de Narváez's disastrous expedition to the Gulf Coast of Florida washed up on San Luis Island off the west end of Galveston Island. De Vaca survived, and after spending 8 years moving westward, sometimes as a captive of local Indians and later as a trader and healer, he and two companions reached a Spanish post on the Pacific coast in 1536. Spanish explorers may have landed on the Texas coast earlier, but these three were the first Europeans to explore a large portion of South Texas. In 1862, the 1st Texas Cavalry, USA, was organized in New Orleans under the command of Colonel Edmund J. Davis. Through September 1863, this regiment was assigned to the defense of New Orleans. The regiment mustered out in November 1865. In 1891, the first organizational meeting of the Daughters of the Republic of Texas took place in Houston at the home of Mary Jane Briscoe. Mary S. M. Jones, widow of Anson Jones, last president of the Republic of Texas, agreed to serve as president. Their motto was Texas, one and indivisible. Some of their successes include persuading the legislature to purchase the site of the Battle of San Jacinto, being instrumental in the state's purchase of the statues of Stephen F. Austin and Sam Houston that stand erect in the Capitol, erecting a monument at Washington on the Brazos, becoming custodians of the Alamo in 1905, and saving the French legation and old land office building. And they've done a lot for Texas, that's for sure. In 1939, rodeo cowboys organized the Cowboys Turtle Association, CTA. The outfit had its origin on October 30th, 1936, when 61 cowboys voted to strike and protest over prize money offered at the rodeo in Boston. After the strike, they got their, quote, fair share of the prize money, end quote, and realizing the power of collective action, the CTA was formed. Its main objectives were to improve earnings, the quality of judging, and the cowboys' image. The first permanent organization for professional cowboys, it became the Rodeo Cowboys Association in 1945. In 1956, Henry B. Gonzalez of San Antonio became the first Hispanic to be elected to the Texas Senate since 1849. Jose Antonio Navarro, a signer of the Texas Declaration of Independence, had served 2 terms before retiring in 1849. In 1986, President Ronald W. Reagan signed the Immigration Reform Control Act. This made it illegal to knowingly hire or recruit illegal immigrants, or immigrants who did not possess lawful work authorizations. It required employers to attest to the immigration status of their employees, and granted a path towards citizenship for certain immigrants who had been continuously, though illegally, present in the United States since January 1st, 1982. In 1987, David M. the Admiral Robinson signed his first contract with the San Antonio Spurs, but did not make his NBA debut until November 4th, 1989, because of a commitment to the U.S. Navy. Robinson was named 1989-1990 NBA Rookie of the Year and 91-92 NBA Defensive Player of the Year. He led the Spurs to the 1998-99 NBA Championship and played on 3 U.S. Olympic teams, 2 of which won gold medals. Among his many awards are being named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history and being inducted into both the Naismith Memorial Basketball and U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame. And finally, in 1990, Democrat Deanne Richards was elected the 2nd woman governor of Texas. She graduated from Baylor University and worked as a teacher and served as state treasurer before becoming governor. Richards was preceded as governor by William P. Bill Clements and succeeded by George W. Bush. Born in McLennan County in 1933, Richards died in Austin in 2006. And that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup for November 6th. Another jam-packed roundup right there. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow. All right, you take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.